You see? This is why it's called the El Clásico. This is why it's called the greatest game on earth. This is why it's called the best rivalry in world football for matches like this. Me and Liaz actually just did an episode talking about the greatest Clásicos and how many great games they served up, especially in the 2010s and 2000s with Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, Messi, all them names. I didn't get to go into it. But today, that's another one, man. This was an absolutely brilliant game. It had everything. It had goals, it had controversy, it had fights, it had red cards. It had every single thing you want in a rivalry and every single thing you want in a final. But Barcelona are the winners, and for me, they are the deserved winners, not only for what they've done today, but what they have done all season. What they have done all season, the way they have played the game this season, and the way they are completely contrasting to what this Real Madrid team are. There's so many things that we can get into, but let's start, right? Let's start with the goal that Pedri scored. I mean, the ball that, first and foremost, he starts the attack. The Kubasi wins the tackle. He gives a pass. Yamal gets the assist. Just rolls it into Pedri, and Pedri putting that ball into the top bins. And this is one of them games that you look at certain players, and I always say to myself, who's going to rise? Who's going to step up? Who's going to be the one that wants to be counted? And in that moment, it was Pedri. In that moment, and in this game, it was Lamine Yamal. These are the type of players that are going to win you the game. These are the type of players that are going to take you to stardom. And we're going to get into Real Madrid, of course. But I want to talk about, first and foremost, Rafinha. Well, we're going to get into everything. First and foremost, like, share, subscribe, turn notifications on. But Pedri, in the first half, I thought he was knocking it about. He was getting on the ball. He was making things happen. Second half, he kind of went a little bit more quiet. I did think Jude Bellingham started to have a really good game in the second half, which I'll get into. But overall, Barcelona played. They're scaring me. You scare me, Barcelona. Because they play the same way no matter what. And I remember I said to Liaz, right? I said, if Barcelona gets to the Champions League final, it's a final. Finals are wary. Finals are, more cagey. Barcelona don't care what game it is. They are open in midfield. They are open in defense. They will give you chances. They'll give you opportunities to run at them. They play the same way. And who am I to say that's the wrong way to play? Here they are, Copa del Rey champions for the 32nd time. Here they are, about to win La Liga. Here they are in the Champions League semi-final playing this way. Who am I to question Hansi Flick? I'm a nobody. I'm just here to enjoy the game. So listen, if they're going to play that way, fair, I'm going to be watching with my heart beating, because for the first time ever, I've always been a Madrista. But with that Lamine Yamal guy, with that Pedri, Barcelona, you know what I mean? Maybe it's because a certain man has left the club, I can like them again. But Barcelona, man, honestly, I'm really enjoying them this season. I think what they're doing is absolutely deserved. Ferran Torres, let's give him a big credit as well. Let's give him massive credit, because Ferran Torres is coming for Loa, who has 40 goals. And he's not made Loa's absence necessarily been felt, because he's scoring. He gets in positions. He works hard. He causes problems. He's a nuisance. And I actually think Barcelona should have had a penalty. I think Rudiger gave away that penalty, and they did not give it. Jules Kounde, the winner, which we'll get into. But again, that moment when Ferran should have got a penalty, I thought it was a pen, people. I really did think it was a pen. Then they tried to get the other one, which I'll speak about in a sec when I speak about Rafinha and some individual players. Kylian Mbappe came off the bench, and Kylian Mbappe made history. Kylian Mbappe made history today, people, by scoring his first ever free kick. Let's give him a round of applause. His first ever free kick. What the hell? What the helly? What the heliante? What the Halliburton? Hey, what the hell, LeBron James? Crazy. I could not believe that Mbappe actually scored that. And there's this Twitter page that you guys, I'm sure you guys know, has Kylian Mbappe scored his first free kick? And here we are. He has finally scored his first free kick. So here he is. This guy is always mocking. Sorry that if you guys can't see me right here, but you can see in this account right now, this guy is just dedicated his whole account to Mbappe not scoring a free kick, and it finally happened. Kylian Mbappe scored a free kick, man. Let's give him a round of applause, as I said. Let's give him a round of applause. He deserves it. But talking about Kylian Mbappe, I think he came on and made a massive impact. Honestly, I think when he came onto the pitch, I think Real Madrid got a lot better. I think he was actually sharp. He actually showed more intent. He got them up the pitch, and he actually kind of given them that threat that they didn't have in the first half. Vinny, mate, I'm not even going to speak about Vinny anymore right now this season. You are just, I don't know what the hell you're doing. It's just not it. Like, there was even a time he got down the side. The pass to Mbappe was terrible. I don't know what is going through Vinny this season. His head is not in it. His head is gone. We'll talk about what happened at the end. But Vinny has just totally lost his mind, honestly. But Kylian Mbappe did come on and make impact, to be fair to him. Somebody that's nursing an injury. Somebody that lost his head in the last game and got that suspension. But he has come and he did look very, very impressive. Of course, Tchouaméni got the goal from the header from the corner. But I do think Barcelona were just a better team all round. I do think, and you see people like Lamine Yamal, who he got the assist for Ferran Torres, he got the assist for Pedri. This was even in a way, this was a quiet game for Lamine. This was a quiet game, and he still managed to have an impact. And that's what you want in a player. You know what I mean? That's what you want. If they have a quiet game, but you don't want them to have quiet games all the time. But if they have it, can you still impact? Can you still, as people say nowadays, generate football? And Lamine still has that aspect to his game. He is truly just a sensational player. But you know what? I am looking at somebody. And that guy is Rafinha. I'm not gonna lie to you people. I gotta be fair, man. I don't know if I want to see Rafinha win a Ballon d'Or, bro. I can't watch Barcelona and see Pedri and see Yamal, guys that are just much better than him, and then watch Rafinha win the Ballon d'Or. Even the way he's playing, he's just trying to hang at the back post and sneak a goal. That dive in the box, disgraceful. Almost sold me, though. But I've got to be fair, man. Like, I'm always talking about guys that don't do anything and just try and get GA when they're wingers or midfielders. Like, if you're not a striker, I don't like that. And when I'm looking at Rafinha, that's all he's doing. He's playing poorly and just trying to nick a goal or assist. If he lifts the Ballon d'Or, will I be like, wow, this is a worthy winner? Wow, this is a winner that's going to go down in the names of all the legends that have won it? Rafinha. Probably not, people. Probably not. Now, I commend him. I respect him so much for the way he switched up his career, for the way he left Leeds, went to Barcelona, was about to be forced out for Nico Williams, and said, hold on, I'm going to put that armband on me, and I'm going to tear this up, and I'm going to lead this team to glory. I respect it so much. But Ballon d'Or, I'm not moved. But shout out to Jules Kounde as well. What a goal, man. What a goal to win it. And that's somebody that I think is having a low-key underrated season. I think Kounde's been fantastic this season. I remember when I first started seeing Kounde play right back, and I was kind of like, this guy looks like a brick house playing at right back. This doesn't suit him, like his body mechanics in it. But now he looks excellent. Now he looks comfortable in the ball. He looks solid defensively. He wins all his headers. I'm very impressed with him at fullback. And look, I still don't put him as an attacking fullback. But for him to step into midfield, get on that loose ball and bang that into the bottom corner, man, big credit to him. Lovely celebrations as well. Unbelievable. But this is just a tale of two different teams. Real Madrid, for me, are just all over the place. They look like they need a few players. They need a centre-back. They need a right-back. They need a left-back. They need another strike. They need a striker. And they need some centre midfielders. It's more than just, they need a DM. They need a bit of work, this Real Madrid team. And listen, when you've won with a certain group of players, you have to start trying to revamp it. And I do think they need to revamp this one. Vinny needs to go sort his head out. Rodrigo, ghost again. Bellingham, I thought first half was poor. Second half, I think Bellingham actually was very good. He was tackling, he was getting on the ball, he was turning. I actually think he was one of their better players in that second half. To be fair to him, I did criticize him a lot in the Champions League, but I do think he had a decent performance today. But overall, I'm looking at Real Madrid, I'm looking at the timing of Ancelotti's changes when he's bringing on Endrick. And I'm like, there's one thing that I'm noticing, people. I don't know if I'm the only one that's noticing it is, do the Real Madrid players hate Endrick or something? Every single time he gets on the pitch, it's like they're just fed up of him. He tries a shot. He makes a wrong pass. They're shouting at him. I'm like, yeah, I know he's the young boy trying to cut through, and I know Ancelotti's very harsh on him as well. I'm like, maybe they're trying to get in his mentality that this ain't Brazil. Like, you need to step it up. But I'm not going to lie, people, man. Like, I think they're a bit harsh on him. I'll be very honest, man. Like, doesn't look like a good environment for him right now, man. Doesn't look like a good environment. They jump on his back very quickly. But it's a tale of two teams, man. You look at Real Madrid, what they're trying to build. You compare it to the Galacticos of the 2000s. When they built this team, they won a Champions League. Then they brought in R9. Same way that this team won a Champions League with Vinny as the main man. And then brought in Kylian Mbappe. And then it didn't actually work. It took a long time for it to work for Real Madrid. It took a long time for it to work. Ronaldinho's Barcelona came through and the rest was history. Then obviously the Messis, and then obviously it goes on to another whole era. Could that be the same case that's happening now? Because whether we like the way that Barcelona play with the high line, they play with instruction. They play with idea. They know what they are doing. Whether it's kamikaze or not, it's by design. This Real Madrid team, it doesn't feel like it's by design. It feels like it's by, well, we've got some star players, or we are Madrid. We will will our way through. We will heritage our way through. Not this season, pal. Not this season. 60% possession by Barcelona. Over 100 more, over nearly 200 more passes. Pass accuracy was better. More shots on target. And the scenes at the end, like, listen, Rudiger, that's my guy. Of course, I've got a big interview with Rudiger if you guys want to go check it out on Inside Scoop with Harry Pinero. But you can't be losing your head like that. Throwing the bottle at the referee. Vinny absolutely going crazy on the pitch as well. When he's off, he's on the bench. The behavior of Real Madrid this season has been a joke. And I defended Real Madrid, you know. I defended them with the Vinny thing, with the Ballon d'Or, because I think he should have won the Ballon d'Or, and I think they were led a little bit straight. Anyway, that's a whole nother thing. But since then, I mean, they have been doing some ridiculous things. The stuff before the stuff before the Arsenal game was cringy. Vinny just all season just complaining all the time. The way they tried to bully this referee out of the game, who refereed this game very well. Then they want to spill and throw things at the ref and kick up a fuss and get 2 red cards. Vasquez got a red. Rudiger got a red. It's like, hey, Perez wants to call off press conferences, say we're not traveling here, traveling there. Real Madrid, Perez, you can't win everything every season. It's okay. Now I get some people can say, oh, it's elite mentality. Yeah, okay, you can call it elite mentality, but keep it professional. It's going a little bit too left all the time. So it doesn't need to be that. So if I was Real Madrid, I'll take a look in the mirror. Stop blaming everyone else. Look in the mirror. You guys have been poor this season. The cohesion has been awful. Guys have dropped off from last season. It's just not been it. Look within. You finished like 22nd in the Champions League. Look within. It's no one else's fault but yours. And that's something that Real Madrid needs to know. And I love Real Madrid as a neutral. You know what I mean? I usually root for them to win if Manchester United are not winning, whatever. But Barcelona are showing people how it should be done. Fun, cohesion, understanding, academy players, Barsi, Caicedo, obviously Yamal, Gavi. You know, they've had injuries to Bernal, I believe it was. Like, they're showing how you want to run a club at the moment, which is crazy because walking into it, you'd have been like, oh, Barcelona, broke. Pulling levers, this and that and this and that. But hey, Barcelona, man, credit to them. Credit to them. They're rewriting their own history. And they have won their 32nd Copa del Rey. Real Madrid seems to be allergic to Copa del Reys. Barcelona elite seem to have an absolute love affair with it. So, big credit. Frankie de Jong, decent performance again. And I just think Chesney, like the redemption of Chesney, like, what the hell? What the helly? Like, seriously, like, what? Like, Chesney was smoking fags, retired. And here he is on course to potentially win a treble. It's crazy. But Real Madrid, but as I said, Barcelona, you're scaring me a little bit. You're scaring me a little bit. If you play like that against Arsenal, potentially in a Champions League final, you're scaring me. You're scaring me. You're scaring me. But what a game again. That's why it's called the El Clásico. Let's add that into the classic El Clásicos. Hansi Flick, you are the man. Ancelotti, salute, because you're an absolute legend in the game, but we know this is going to be the last few times we're seeing you. Salute, mister. Salute. But guys, make sure you like, share, subscribe. It's your boy, CultureCams. Man, that was a good one, man. That was a good one. I'm telling you, Spanish football is where it's at this season. Serie A. Premier League, big respect. But the season, let me not say too much. But, guys, as I said, like, share, subscribe. Let's get to 30K. Big up yourselves. It's your boy, CultureCams. I'm out. Peace.